Welcome back to AM Northwest. She is known around the world for creating works of art from things found in nature. Here to show us how to make simple table settings from things that we can forage outside, we welcome back the author of Wonder of the Woodlands, Portland's own Françoise Weeks. Good to see you again.
Nice to see you.
I just love your talent so much. Let's talk about these items that can really beautify a table setting, like a landscape. This is a tablescape, I should say. Yeah. These are stunning. Let's start with the one right here and tell me what it's made of.
So
these are all things you just made with things you found.
Right, in the garden, or that I gathered during the fall on the street, like the seed pods. So I just got some ivy leaves in the garden, some berries from Oregon grape, a little bit of bark.
Let's leave it here so everyone can see. I'm going to leave this here so that people, the camera above, can see it. And then you just point out, so these are the...
So the ivy leaves and the bark and dehydrated mushrooms. A friend of mine gave me some mushrooms last fall from her garden, and I just placed them on dry paper towels, and then they dehydrate in about 10 days or so, and then you can use them for months.
And then you have glued them to little pieces of bark and then the ivy leaves, right?
Right, and then you can make them ahead of time, and then when your friends come over for dinner or guests, you can just place them on there.
Show me, so you've got some here. Show me how you put that one together.
So you can just, place a couple of leaves to start with. You can cut the stems or leave the stems on.
Okay.
A little branch here.
So you get trained after a while, it seems like, to pick out things that you know are going to work.
Things that you like.
Things that you like.
A little bit of bark. These are Oregon grape, berries from the garden. These are seed pods from muscari.
Oh, I love that.
And then you place
the mushrooms
here, and then little acorns and little
So your start was the base was the ivy leaves and then the bark, right? Okay.
And then if you want to add, so this will last for a really long time. If you want to add a little bit of color, I picked some pansies from the garden. You can just add them on.
Wow.
You want to have the pansies in water overnight so that they really hydrate well, so that they won't wilt right away when you put them out of water.
And how long will they stay okay?
For several hours.
Several hours, okay. All right, let's look at this one. Tell me how this...
So for this one, I picked some leaves from the clematis, the evergreen clematis in my garden.
Oh yes, love clematis. Okay.
Yeah, and then picked some a nice stem of ivy, some muscari that I added on. And
do you have a plan ahead of time? Yes, you pick things. You don't have a plan.
I never know.
You know, I love the way you roll, Françoise.
I never know what I'm going to make.
I love that. Okay.
And then again, some mushrooms. So in the fall, when we find acorns on the street, they are about this tall, this big. But when they fall in July, when they fall from the oak trees in July, they're this tiny.
Look how cute they are.
They develop into the much larger
So you
acorn.
save those?
Yeah, so I walk around in the neighborhood. I'm very familiar where the trees are.
Yeah.
And I bring a bag and I just
pick up things
from the street.
Your neighbors must think, oh, she's really an interesting character, picking up stuff around
she's
the trees.
Weird.
I didn't want to say that to you, but okay. And then look at these little.
So these are little succulents from my garden.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So kind of show me in a way how you would address that, like how you put it all together.
So kind of the same as I did over there.
Okay.
So you start with the leaves. And then
you're thinking height, kind of length, okay.
So you can do it any way, you can cover as much space as you'd like. You can arrangement.
Look how pretty. I like your pop of color in there too, okay.
So, and add, maybe do something.
And you're gluing them all
like
together.
So with a little bit of hot glue.
Okay.
Yeah, and then they will just keep for a long time. And then, you can just add these guys wherever you'd like.
Love it.
There's no rules.
There are no rules. Just glue it all together till it feels right.
Yeah.
This to me is incredible. This one.
So this one here, these are seed pods from a tree called honey locust.
Okay.
And there's a lot of them in the neighborhood. And in October, you will find these amazing seed pods on the street.
Wow, and those last forever, I've got to
They
assume.
last forever.
And look, okay, look how beautiful this is.
So the way I started, I just grabbed a little piece of bark.
With moss on it, or you put the moss on it?
Yeah, I
put the moss on
got
it.
some moss in the garden. I glued it on, and then that's the base. And then you can just I glued the 4 seed pods of the honey locust, and then I just gather seed pods throughout the year, and I keep them, dry them, so little poppy pods.
Look how cute that is.
You know, little nigella pods, and so I just hot glued them onto the moss. And then again, if you want a little bit of color, you can add, these are little blossoms of hyacinths.
Yeah.
So you can just add a little pop of color, or you can put them on the base here, you know, whatever. Whatever strikes your fancy.
Oh my gosh, what a great idea for tablescapes. This is awesome. Françoise, you're so talented. Your book again is titled Wonder of the Woodlands, and we'll put information too on how you can find that book, but it's everywhere books are sold, right?
Yeah,
yes,
absolutely.
okay. And I know you teach classes as well, so
I do.
Thank you. This was great. I love it, love it, love it.
Thank you,
All right.
you.
We'll be right back with more AM Northwest. Don't go away.